We are building a $1 million website, and in this first week update, I'm sharing exactly how many words we've generated with AI for content in order to earn $2,324.98 on a pest control lead generation website. It is monetized through form submissions and pay-per-call. We're creating all of the content using AI, using Wordplay.ai, which is the best platform for creating long-form content with AI. Our goal is to reach $20,000 to $25,000 a month in revenue, which values the business at $1 million. In the last week alone, we've had 209 users, and they've averaged about 1 minute and 3 seconds on the site. For the whole month, that's 708 users, and they spend an average of 1 minute and 6 seconds on the website. The last week alone accounts for about 30% of all traffic, and that shows exactly the steady growth that we're looking for. An extra insight is that 82% of all traffic came from organic Google search results, which means that our search engine optimization is working. Now, if we go look at the rank tracker, over the course of the last week, our average ranking has moved up from number 34 to number 31. We also really care about our keywords being ranked in the top 3, because really, the top 3 search results are always the most clicked on. In the last week, we've also gone from 137 to 149 of our keywords in the top 3. This is our first weekly update, and so far we have published 36,058 words on the site. All of this has been written using AI from Wordplay. The strategy here is to use AI to create long-form content off of long-tail keywords that are already being searched for at a high volume, but they have very low competition. This is how we're able to constantly grow the number of our search results which appear in the top 3. It's all because of the research that we do beforehand. In the last 7 days, we've taken 23 calls that qualified, meaning they actually paid off. That comes out to a 37% conversion rate, which is a whole 1.7% higher than what we were predicting or sort of asking for and hoping for from the first video. Over the last 30 days, we took in 112 calls for a 36% conversion rate over the month. So far in August, we've received a total of 70 form submissions, 59 of which were matched for a total of $337.29. Now here's the exact revenue data that we promised. Over the last 7 days, calls have made $392.45. And over the last 30 days, that number is $1,987.69. Forms, on the other hand, over the last 7 days have earned $121.84. Over the last 30 days, that's $337.29. All of this totals out to $2,324.98 for our first week update. Now it's time for the question of the week. We really want to help you guys out so that you can do this for yourself. Now, the first question of the week is, can you share more specs about the domain you selected, the DR, trust flow, number of keywords, and backlinks? Absolutely. However, it's not very impressive. For example, the DR was 2 and the domain has been dead for a long time, so it really had no traffic to begin with. Some people also argue that when a domain drops, that it loses all of its backlinks. Now, whether or not that's true, that is something to keep in mind. If you're going to buy a domain, make sure that you're not spending too much money for something that's not actually going to help you as much as you think. We were simply looking for a domain that had a good amount of age and also had proven itself in the past by ranking well. If you want your question answered next week, then leave a comment down below, and we are reading all of them. Thanks for joining, and we'll see you next week as we build a $1 million website.